Hey guys, welcome back to Mauler TV. Mauler JM here with you. As you can see, we're playing some Ark today. It's Primitive Plus style, but we're starting fresh. I heard the request. Some of you guys haven't played this game yet, which is crazy because it's so fun. So we're going to show you some tips and tricks, how to start off, even some of the button configurations that you're going to need to master in order to play this game. So you got your character creation. We're going to go ahead and throw Arya into the mix today. We're playing on the island where I have no experience. Should be fun. And we're going to start off in the east zone. Hopefully it's a good spawn. I have no idea, but let's see what we have here. Absolutely gorgeous day. But it looks like we're in the swamp. Unfortunately, this is a tough place to start. There's a lot of dangerous creatures out here. Hopefully we don't run into anything that ruins our day. But I have nothing, so you gotta run around just like everybody else. You gotta hit that Y button while you're running through these bushes, and you gotta get yourself some berries. Anything you can do during this game is gonna build experience, so pick the berries, punch the trees. It doesn't take long before you actually get to that first level, and you can start getting yourself some new tools to use and some increased technology so you can move up in this world and not be such a caveman. So here we go. We're in the inventory. This obviously shows everything you've collected to this point, all the berries and cool stuff I have already. Woohoo! And then you have your crafting area. Crafting is where it's going to show you everything you've unlocked to this point. I have additional folders set up because it helps keep me organized. You guys can do it however you want. This center area is probably the most important. It shows all the stats for your character. It's going to show you your health and your stamina, your oxygen level, your food, your water, how much weight you can carry, your melee damage, your movement speed, your crafting speed, your fortitude, and your torpidity. Now you can put a point into almost any of these, but when I start off, always start with weight because I need to be able to carry some stuff. It's just me out here in this crazy world, and we need to get ourselves a shelter built. So the next thing it does, it opens you up into the Engram points list. You see we have 8 available after that first level that we got. And all of these take additional points to actually unlock. So this campfire takes 3 points, and everything else has its own value. We need a campfire, we need a hatchet, and we're going to need some armor. Now, cloth isn't much, but it helps against the heat and it helps against the cold a little bit. It's better than nothing, so you might as well get yourself a shirt as well. Now run around, hit some trees, because we need a tool to start us off in this game. And the pickaxe actually takes a little bit of stone as well, but you can't punch stone. So you're going to need to find it on the ground loose, guys. So when you're walking around, spamming that Y button, walking through those bushes, maybe you'll catch one, because they kind of float around all over the place. I actually get one here right in this bush while I'm walking through. There it was. But they actually look like this if they're loose out in the ground, square little stones. So walk over them, hit the Y button, and now you have the ability and the materials to actually get yourself a tool. So we need tools. The first one we have is this pickaxe. It's not much to look at, but it's functional, and it's what we need to get ourselves moving forward. So go ahead and grab your pickaxe, create that sucker, throw it into your hotbar, make it easier to access, and run around. And now we can go back to these stones and we can start breaking these apart. It gives us some flint and some other materials that we'll talk about later. But flint is really important because this is what you need to start with getting your other tools built. You got to get your hatchet. We got a torch available to us. Maybe a little bit of light for the future. Throw those into your hotbar, guys, and go ahead and start hacking down some trees and start getting those levels, because that's really what we want. We want to get to that level 5 so we can start unlocking that Prim Plus stuff. And we need a shelter. So you're hacking everything down. You finally hit another level. Now we're going to have to think about shelter. Unlock those shelter items after you get the tools that you feel you need. I'm still pumping weight. There's no sense in doing anything else at this point for me. And now I'm going to go ahead and unlock the Thatch Foundation. I also unlock some pants because, we need to be classy while we're out here in the swamp. You get your foundations. It tells you what it needs to make it. Run around, grab the materials, build these things up, throw them in your hotbar so it's easier for you to put them down, and then put yourself down a little hut. Now I'm doing 2x2 because I like a little bit of space, and it's not too hard to build with thatch. But here's what happens too while you're building, which is really cool. You're getting experience every time you build a new foundation or a wall or a doorway. So get those unlocked. Let's get the rest of this house going. That's what I do following up. So we get our walls, we get our roofs, we get our doorways. Didn't have enough for the door yet, but we have ourselves kind of the beginnings of a shelter. And then we hit level 5. Here's where the exciting stuff starts. Primitive Plus finally opens up, and the first thing we can get our hands on is this pitchfork. Don't unlock the spear, guys. Don't unlock the spear. The pitchfork is much better than the spear, has better durability, and actually has greater damage that you can do. So there we go. We got to level 5. We got ourselves a shelter built. We built our final door, and we are safe. We've survived the first day. I hope this helps you guys. Please subscribe. Please hit that like button. Leave those comments.